Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Master Detective Archives Rain Code. In the last episode, we found out the true identity behind the mystery of the Nailman serial killer case. The only thing is, it wasn't just one person, but two people working in unison. The only thing is, we've yet to put the pin on who we believe that to be. But with the priest being the executioner, the only thing left now to find out is who is the mastermind behind everything, which will most likely be someone still tied to the church. Although, who that is, in the grand scheme of things, will most definitely have to be someone most likely to get themselves involved with the urban legend from the very get-go, and willing to don one half of the title of the demon that truly is the Nailman. And honestly, the thing is because of the fact of our power and everything, technically Halara didn't solve this case. Since, well, let's be honest here, technically Shinigami's power is ours. So, honestly, that means we technically solved this case before Halara, which is actually pretty interesting. It's something I have to mention just because it's the case, honestly. Because I'm pretty sure Halara didn't know that there was two people connected. Just because of the fact that, well, we only found that out because of the mystery labyrinth itself, since it would have disappeared on its own. Also, that kind of scared me, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, here we are.
So the cause of death for the victim at the art gallery storage is the only one that's different.
Being that blunt force trauma that happened in the third locked room mystery, the only thing now is now to tie that in. I feel like I know who it is, though. Just because of the fact that it was the first person I suspected since the very beginning, is who I think it is. And I feel like that's the worshipper. And the reason why I say that is because of the fact of what we know about the third victim. Or, well, not the third victim entirely. More of the doll thing. The reason why I say that is I said that I felt like it was more of a rush job than the other three cases, since every other one looked like they had enough time to set everything up. But there was only one doll in that room, and instead of nailed dolls to the walls and everything, they nailed the paintings to the walls. So it felt like it was a rush job, one. And then two, well, the blunt force trauma as well. There was a lot different between the third room than the first, the second, and the fourth. So it definitely felt like there was a mistake made in the third room. That, although we never got a solution key for it, there definitely seems to be a way that we can go with that. And that too, the strangling too. Just because the blunt force trauma was the actual knockout blow.
All had strangulation marks and scratches, defensive wounds.
And the thing is the priest, when we questioned his mystery phantom, also said that he strangled everybody. Well, not everybody died via strangulation.
The victim in the third locked room had strangulation marks, but no signs of resisting.
Which is definitely true.
There's also evidence of blunt trauma to the head, which can be considered the fatal blow.
Which it definitely has to be, just because of the fact that getting hit in the head is one of the worst things that could possibly happen. And that usually is what knocks people out. And it's something that you could do on yourself on accidents. So, yeah, blunt force trauma is definitely the way it happened in the end. Now to just prove it.
The marks could have been made after the victim died, so as to appear as if strangulation was the cause of death.
Which is a good way to think of it.
The real cause of death is blunt force trauma.
Seemingly, for sure, from what we can tell. But yeah, I really do feel like it's the worshipper, just because of the fact that, although yes, he was the one to find all the things, that seems very suspicious already. But the thing is he was like really into the idea of the Nailman, unlike everybody else. Which makes it really surprising that it ended up being the priest to begin with, to be honest, because I didn't even think it would be him.
But it's likely to be an insignificant one.
What kind of ops? Oh, this is, okay, I know what this is. It's, like that one area in the first one, I think, where we choose the door. I was expecting it to look like the Alice in Wonderland thing again. Okay.
Yuma, let's solve this mystery and move on.
Okay, let's solve the mystery. What you got, Shinigami? Time to flash through. Why was the cause of death made to look like strangulation? The work of a copycat, the work of the priest. The work of a copycat definitely would fall in line. There must be a reason it was set up this way. You'll have to figure it out the rest for yourself. I don't mind helping, but it'll cost you. Which is fair. But, what about you, Shinigami?
Oh, I got it.
Huh?
The answer is, the culprit got,
No. No, they definitely don't. Don't be ridiculous. There isn't even a door for that. There isn't either, yeah. I'm just gonna skip on reading what she just said there. But, yeah, no. No. She's not into choking. That is, there's no... Yeah. I have no words for what she just tried to say. But yeah, the work of a copycat. There's no other way. If we think there is indeed a second person, there would have to be a copycat here. No other way around it. Now to just prove that there is a copycat. Because the mystery labyrinth didn't disappear. So there's more to this than we realize, for sure.
The strangulation was faked, to imply this crime had the same perpetrator as the other 3 incidents.
Seemingly, yes.
By making the crime scene as similar as possible, it appeared like the mailman was responsible for an unrelated murder. Which means this was a copycat crime.
Oh. So, technically he didn't have a helper. It's just that he was a copycat. Oh, now that makes things more interesting then. Wait, why is the kid here? I just thought of that. I just saw him in the second jail cell. What the? He's definitely not it.
Of mailman killings, there could be some that were done by copycat criminals.
Okay, so now that opens up the servant again as a possible candidate. Although, I still doubt it's him, to be fair. I feel like I said before with previous things, I just don't think he would be the one to do it, out of anybody. The only thing is that still leaves the nun in the worshipper. The nun had a broken arm for sure during the third incident. So it can't be the nun unless she used her broken arm cast as a blunt force weapon. Or single-hand weapon to make blunt force damage, but I'm not really sure if she could possibly do it. But the thing is I still think the worshipper from out of this option is literally only him.
That has to be why the mystery labyrinth still remains, even after discovering the mailman's identity.
So what happens at the end then? Because if we do the whole thing with like reaping with the souls and stuff like that, with how the hitman was taken care of at the end of chapter 0, who's the one gonna go? Or do both of them go? That's kind of interesting if you think about it.
So who is the copycat criminal?
And that's the real question.
Indeed. We need to uncover this imposter's identity.
Okay, well here we go. I definitely feel confident about this one though. Unlike the priest, I feel more confident about this choice. Who is the copycat killer? Definitely not the servant though. I'm gonna say 100% not him.
Accusing me of being the copycat criminal? What the hell? I'll kill your ass!
I don't know, I don't think it's you either, to be fair. I really don't. The kid doesn't say anything about it. He has no reason not to be it. I'm just curious what they all say though.
I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
You say that, but honestly, I believe you have everything to do with this. Honestly. And he is indeed the copycat. Huh. Hey, buddy.
The copycat criminal.
So, I call you out first. You weren't the actual nailman, but you end up being the copycat. Huh. How the tables have turned, buddy. I really thought he was the Nailman at first too, just because of like I said, I called him out first during when we did the first initial call out. But out of all people to actually be still tied to the case, it ended up still being him, which is funny. Huh. Well, what do you got to say for yourself, buddy?
Huh? Me? What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Well, you're definitely tied to the case. We have more than enough proof to prove it.
I told you all about the Nailman, and even cooperated with your investigation.
That doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be honest. You're just using that alibi of you being with the person that, discovered the murders to, save yourself, honestly, buddy.
And now you think I'm a murderer? Are you fucking kidding me?
Nah, not. But,
Crazy. Your investigation isn't worth shit. I'll crush you to dust, you filth!
Well, now to just prove that he is a copycat, though. But it seemed to make him even more mad that we called him a copycat, of anything, than calling him out as the killer at first. But it makes sense because he idolizes the Nailman. He's the only person that makes sense with everything that we've learned throughout the entirety of the case. Which is why I called him out at the beginning.
Why accuse me of being the culprit?
Good question, bud.
I was just first on the scene.
Mm-hmm. But let's see here. We got past Nailman cases, the victim's neck, and non-public information. That could be one, but I'm gonna say that maybe the past Nailman murders could be the one. Let's see here. This information was obtained from the church worshipper who knew about all the past Nailman murders. That actually seems like the right one. But let's look at the non-public information one more time, because sometimes they say stuff that are seemingly changed in a way. Let's see here. The victims of the serial killings were all strangled, but the cause of death was never publicized. That could actually be one, to be fair. So I'm gonna hold on to the past ones for now. Yeah, that may be the case.
I'm a copycat criminal.
We have more than enough information to call you one.
The cause of death was just different each time, yeah?
Well, there's non-public information there, buddy. Oh, really? That doesn't connect that? I'm actually kind of surprised. Just because, nobody knows the public information on how they were killed, so technically that could be connected to that, if you think about it. But, well, that was just a red herring, I guess. The change in the cause of death is no coincidence. It's because it was done by a copycat. Headmaster, according to the solution key, the cause of death for each victim wasn't made public. The copycat tried to cover it up. The cause of death rights. Why would they do that?
In that case...
Because they had seen the bodies, and the only one of the suspects could have done that. Which is true.
Why accuse me of being the culprit?
But yeah, that technically could have been one, if you really think about it.
Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal?
But yeah, just dodge for now and get as many extra points as we possibly can.
The cause of death was just different each time,
at the end of the trial here.
Even if there was a copycat criminal. Why is it me?
Why is it you? Well, we should have some information here as long as we get the chance to call you out here. Oh, ow. Okay. Also, okay, let's see. Anyone could have done it seems like one that can get called out there. Let's see. Anybody could have done it. This was said to be anyone could have done it, but the thing is that can't be it either. So now we just go for what we can. So what we should do is hold this one and then we'll dodge under that and see what he's got for us. Oh, he doesn't have anything else. Really? Okay. There's a couple things to swing at there, but I'm not exactly sure which one to swing at the current moment.
The Nailman incident was the talk of the town, so couldn't anyone be the copycat killer?
Except...
But in order to copy the crime, you would need to know the details of the case.
Were those details widely known? Let's check the solution keys.
Okay. Well, there's non-public information, true. So... Okay, so it was right on holding on to that one at first. So that would be our swing. So we just need to get back to the end area. I'm wondering if I can hold down this and still... No, you really can't dodge with speeding that up. Unless maybe if you don't have the slowdown. Because we have the slowdown on that too. But break through the noise here. And just get the extra points. Nah, she definitely couldn't be. I'm gonna try out the, well, I meant to do something else there, but yeah, hold that, swing through the noise, swing through. There we go. I wanted to use my support, but honestly, it should go off on its own. I'm gonna be honest, just because I keep forgetting to use it.
The cause of death in the art gallery was blunt force trauma, faked as a strangling to resemble the Nailman's MO.
Yep, since the Nailman went through strangulation every single time.
The murders all being strangulations wasn't made public right away.
Yep, and because of that, nobody else would have known that.
The only ones who knew that were those who actually set foot on the crime scenes.
Which is indeed true.
That includes the Nailman himself, the peacekeepers, and the first eyewitnesses on the scene.
Which is a good point.
Which means you could have committed the murder in the art gallery.
And honestly, with the fact that you, 1, were able to find every case, 2, well, you kind of put yourself in a giant, wall, your back right behind a giant wall there, buddy. So, honestly, you're done for here, but I don't think you can kind of refute that. Or dispute it at all. Oh, he's running. He's running. Okay, he's not backing down, though.
Some sense into that sensitive, nonsensical phantom.
Sensitive, nonsensical. Oh, we'll try.
The what?
But, interesting way to put it. Well, let's definitely chase him down, though. The only thing is he's not backing down like the priest did. So, definitely... We definitely need to prove it.
On the scene to also be the culprit is rather cliche.
It is pretty
I
cliche.
was always suspicious, but because the real Nailman was someone else, I didn't connect the dots.
Yeah, same.
He was fascinated by the Nailman, and by studying him, he eventually knew more about him than anyone else.
Which is true.
Ultimately, he became the Nailman.
It's
Well,
ironic
kind of.
that he exposed his own crime by knowing too much about the other ones.
Yeah, he really did.
Master, the truth is right there. My radar is banging like crazy.
What radar?
Banging?
Interesting way to put it, Shinigami, but okay. But we're getting closer to the truth, though. Oh, and there it is. Hello.
No way! I won't let you! You have the truth!
Well, you're gonna have to let us, buddy. There's no other way to kind of fight back here at this point.
Looks like we've arrived at the final stage.
Yep, the final stage of our journey here. And the mystery labyrinths end here too as well. Because from what we know with with chapter 0, this is indeed where the ends of the mystery labyrinth actually lie. The only thing is now to just prove our final, giant proof that, well, he is indeed the copycat Nailman. Although, will he count as the Nailman in the end? That's what I'm really curious about.
If we make him submit, we'll completely solve the mystery labyrinth.
Seemingly yes, but I'm still curious what's going to happen with the priest, though, with what we know about this mystery labyrinth, because we've never dealt with 2 people at once, and, well, this is only our second mystery labyrinth, So we've only dealt with a one person before. So kind of curious on how this is going to work here, honestly.
Master, don't let your guard down.
Okay, no letting our guard down. But time to definitely boom kill our mystery phantom here, as Shinigami would say. But time for the little giant running Shinigami puzzle thing here, for sure. But he's definitely putting up his wall, though. But it's only the final wall of our little journey here, though, so it's not that bad. I just gotta remember the actual ways to go through with, you know, actually going through these different obstacles here. One's a jump, one's a tackle. One was off the solution blade itself. And then the other one was a kick the boulders, right? So, unless it changes every time, I don't know. But I feel like it's gonna be similar the whole way through. But God, Shinigami mode, here we go. Oh, let's do this.
Let's do this, Master.
Oh, let's do it indeed. Just gotta keep an eye out on everything. So why is the tackle? Okay, cool. And then, wait, ooh, that was close. Kick that away. Nice try. But yeah, I just need to remember the button controls for that, since it didn't give us a small repeat of remembering everything. We just started running immediately. You say that, but it's not the case. No, we have more than enough proof, buddy.
You didn't even check the crime scenes back then.
Definitely not. Destroy the wall with the solution key. We definitely did, because we have Halara's forte. Halara's forte is post-cognition. It shows the crime scene as it was when it was first discovered. According to Halara, the forte reveals the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. In other words, it isn't tied to the culprit or the victim, but the point at which a third party entered the scene. Post-cognition is not affected by the witness' memories or interpretations. What is seen, it was what was actually there. So, well, you're kinda done for there, buddy. So, sorry there, bud. But we have enough information to know for sure that's happened.
We were able to see what each crime scene looked like at that time.
Which is 100% the case.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered.
Which in this case happened to be the actual art gallery employee during that time for the third one. So now we know for sure the worshipper wasn't the one that we saw through the eyes of that time.
We used post-cognition to gather all the evidence.
Yep, and we got all the evidence we need, buddy. Now we just gotta prove that to him, because he might say that she's a liar, since she did say that was a thing, that people would say that to her. That's not really fighting us, buddy. Nope, definitely not. We're not leaving, buddy. Nope. You're just saying to just get away from me at this point. Everybody does.
Only saw what I saw as the first person on scene.
You say that.
No clue will help lead you to the culprit.
Here we go, we got another solution blade coming up. But it seems to be our final one.
The culprit. What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered.
You may say that. Destroy the fortress with the solution key. Okay, let's see here. What you saw is only what I saw the moment when the corpse was discovered. Okay. Well. Oh, hello, paint can. I did say something. I was really wondering what the paint can was about. And this actually is very good to see. Evidence found related to the murder in the art gallery storage room. At the time a body was discovered, someone from the church tried to enter and knocked over a paint can, being the worshipper. The art gallery employee claims he was the one who unlocked the door, but was too afraid to open it. Instead, he watched from behind as the person from the church opened the door. When the person opened the door, he stopped at the sight of the victim. That was when the paint can was knocked over. The person from the church, who the art gallery staff member is referring to, is likely the worshipper, who always discovers the victims. Sorry there, buddy. Well, the paint can wouldn't be knocked over right when you opened up the door, buddy. Sorry, but this is over.
Post-cognition showed us that the paint can at the gallery storage entrance had been knocked over.
Which means you are done for.
And according to the art gallery staff member's testimony, that was your doing.
Got anything for that, buddy? Because if you don't, you're kind of done for.
You went into the crime scene first, and the art gallery employee behind you noticed you knocking over the paint can.
And the only reason why I can think that he would knock over the paint can is if there was any kind of evidence that he forgot to hide. And I said that before too, with me thinking it was him that was the actual nail man to begin with. I didn't think of him as a copycat before. So that's honestly makes a lot more sense why he would do something like that, with it being blunt force trauma. Because he probably covered up the blood stain from the actual hitting them over the head. The only thing is where'd the weapon go? Is the real question. Because we don't know what the weapon was that was bashed over their head. Could have been the paint can, to be fair. But who knows?
But Halara's post-cognition only shows the scene when the corpse is first discovered.
Which is the case.
So if you were the first person to find the body, the scene before the paint can fell over would have been recreated.
Which is true. So we would have never saw the paint can.
But it wasn't. The paint can had already been knocked over when the corpse was discovered.
Which means you are completely and utterly done for, buddy. Unless, you got anything about that, but I doubt it.
That means the first person to find the corpse was the art gallery's staff member, not you.
Yep.
The reason you didn't count as the first person to find it is because you're the culprit.
And nothing but the culprits. Well, down you go, buddy. It doesn't look like you're gonna refute it, or dispute it, or save yourself in any way, shape, or form with that one, because you got nothing to say about it. But down goes the Mystery Phantom for seemingly the final time of this chapter. The only thing is now is what do we go with everything we have now? Because we're getting to a point where now we're taking out a second giant Mystery Phantom. But the thing is, well, do we take out both or not? That's the real question. Okay, well, let's finish him.
Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can.
Okay, well, let's do it. Sorry there, worshipper. It's over with you, bud. Time to officially end this case once and for all. And prove our points. And like we did with the first chapter, being chapter 0 with the Massacre on Amaterasu Express, we'll put all our evidence into our deduction denouncement here, and then we'll listen to the actual, deduction. But honestly, with everything we have more than enough proof here. The thing is, yeah, definitely. But yeah, we do see the priest in these. That's good to see. But where did the culprit leave the room from? Oh, forgot we had to select him. Oops, forgot that was a thing. Lost some points because of that. Okay, how do I select through different things again? There's a button for it. Okay, there we go. It's the D-pad. But yeah, definitely through the vent. And then we'll unlock new ones because of that. So now we have the incinerator and the nails. So the nails would be the next one. So where did what did the culprit use to climb the wall? The nails themselves. Okay, we opened up 2 more. being the fishing line in the key. So now we go to our next one. So what did the culprit tie to the vents? To the vent. You mean the vent in between the eyes of the... Oh, okay, I got confused for a second, the fishing line. Okay, but there we go. So then we had that, and then that would be the doll's eye, or the eyeless doll. Okay, not too bad. And then we got one thing over here. Where did the culprit pass the line through last? Being the vent once again. But it looks like we're going to be connecting that in a different way. So it would be the back of the corpse's neck that time. Okay, not too bad. We got no more collections to that, but we do see our little copycat killer putting everything together here. Do we have anything about the blunt force trauma, though? Doesn't really look like it. I was kind of curious what he used. But what was nailed into the doll? That was the key, so we'll send that on through. And then we still got a couple more left. So what do we have here? What did the culprit use to escape? And that was the rope ladder there. And then he incinerated his boots, apparently, as well. But the boots were already incinerated because it was a less heavy material compared to what he had before. But it looks like we don't get any information about the paint can yet, unless maybe it goes in later, technically. But there he goes with incinerating everything. And now we just need to go with what we need. What did the culprit use to destroy the evidence? The incinerator. And then, now just for the final 2 pages of our deduction, the culprit of the incidents was the priest, so the true identity of the nail man, and then on top of that, the true identity of the copycat killer being the worshipper himself. And just like that, our deduction is completely unraveled. And honestly, what a crazy case, honestly. I was not expecting a double killer in the end, honestly, but it's indeed the case.
Step right up, step right up! A series of locked-room murders based on an urban legend. Will we discover the true identity of the Nail Man? Truth bombs are about to be dropped! Time for the deduction denouement!
To solve the mystery of this string of events, we have to know who the Nail Man is first. The Nail Man is an urban legend of Kanai Ward. You write down the name of someone you want dead, and drive a nail through it and a doll to a tree behind the church. And the Nail Man will kill that person for you with a countless number of nails.
A string of murders exactly like that urban legend began half a year ago.
All of the crime scenes featured a corpse and dolls nailed down within a locked room. The first murder happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district.
The victim was none other than the geezer who owned the place, and the cause of death was strangulation. I heard the buy-in to place a bet was pretty steep, and cheating was rampant, so it was obviously a scummy place.
The key to the door was inside of a glass. And the vent that connects outside looked too high for escape to be possible.
But the culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footholds to climb. The proof? Why, the nails that were bent downward!
The vent was not screwed down at the time of the murder, so it could easily be removed and used as an escape route. The second murder happened 3 months ago. It was at a mansion near Yuma district.
The victim was some real estate agent who lived there, and the cause of death was again strangulation. He made a lot of money through shady real estate deals, so of course someone would be out to get him.
The door to the crime scene was the only possible entrance. But the key to that door was underneath the nailed-down victim. After the culprit escaped, some sort of trick was used to get the key back into the room.
fishing line passed from the vent through the eye socket of the doll and propped up the upper body of the corpse. All that was left was to exit the room, lock it, throw the key in from the vent, and boom! You got yourself a locked room mystery!
The key was tossed under the victim from the vent, and once the fishing line was retrieved, the corpse's upper body fell over, completing the crime scene.
The nails in the upper body didn't pierce through completely, so it wasn't nailed down at all.
The third murder happened 1 month ago in an art gallery storage room in Yuma district.
The skank's cause of death was blunt force trauma. She was a pretty lady who let her looks get to her head, and she got boom killed.
The key to the storage room was nailed to a painting through a doll. Another trick was used to get the key back inside the room here.
The painting with the doll nailed to it was propped up against the window, and then the culprit left the room. They nailed the key to the painting through the window, knocked it over, and bam! All done!
Those are the truths behind the past 3 cases. And now, there's been another murder at the clock tower in Kanai Ward.
The woman's cause of death was strangulation. Since you told that kid you'd take care of it, we gotta solve this case.
The clock tower crime scene is rather high up on the 3rd floor. The door was locked from the inside, and the window shutters were also locked. But there was rainwater under the window, and the nails in 2 of the dolls had rub marks.
In other words, the culprit must have hung a rope ladder from the dolls to escape out the window. With my logic, anything is possible.
Why are you imitating Halara? Anyway. The killer cut their footing on the way down from the window. That way, they could just pull on one side of the rope to retrieve the whole thing.
The shutters come down under their own weight, so they locked once the rope was collected. I'm surprised you noticed the auto-locking feature. You sure love your shutters, Master.
The rope ladder was collected, then burned in the church incinerator, which only clergy have access to.
That's how we know the mailman must be someone from the clergy.
But one question arose from this. The mailman killings share one more characteristic. All the victims were murdered by strangulation. This piece of information wasn't publicized.
The cause of death in an art gallery murder was blunt force trauma. The strangulation marks were added later.
Which means that it was someone mimicking the mailman. But I already know the identity of the copycat killer. First, the mailman must be someone thin enough to pass through the vent.
Someone with the skills to throw the key with precision.
And someone affiliated with the church.
The priest! You're the mailman!
And the copycat is someone who knows that all of the victims were strangled to death.
Because he was the first witness in each case, the person capable of replicating the mailman's crimes is...
The worshipper! You're the copycat criminal!
And with that being said, with both of them now pointed out, there's only one thing left to do.
This
And
is the truth of the case.
it looks like we're getting both. Really? Okay. So now we know that we can actually deal with 2 people or more. Well, maybe
What's
more,
that?
to be fair. But that's interesting, though. So, now with both of them now pointed out, and, well, seemingly both of them now going down for good. Well, now, I'm honestly kind of curious what Halara is going to think about this part, because, I don't know if we told her about this part of the mystery labyrinth, but maybe it won't bother her, you never know. I guess we'll find out.
It's the truth. The soul of the true culprit who built this mystery labyrinth.
Yep, nothing but the truth.
I see. It looks otherworldly, but there's an ominous air around it.
Yeah, it is kind of ominous in a way, I guess you could say.
Thank you, Halara. I was only able to make it this far thanks to you.
Which is true.
I only kept my part of the deal. You made the right choice hiring me.
Which is fair.
But I will say one thing. You've taken another step toward being a detective.
I don't know, I feel like I am a master detective at this point.
That much is certain. I, Halara Nightmare, acknowledge you.
Well, that's nice of you to say. Oh, cool. We've been acknowledged by the tippity top of our current detective agency, which is pretty cool.
Really, Halara? You do?
I know you're embarrassed, but it is nice to hear, though, but he's getting a little too embarrassed about that one. Well, a handshake and acknowledgements. That's good to see. But, well, time for the main event, though. Well, here we go.
Alright, all eyes on Shinigami.
Yep, all eyes on you indeed.
What's about to happen?
Yeah, I don't think you really want to know.
Oh, isn't it obvious?
Not really. For her, at least.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for! Time to boot kill the bad guy!
I don't know how we're gonna get through with this part. I'm gonna be honest with Halara. Because it doesn't look like we told her about this part of the mystery labyrinth at all.
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case! Death to all deplorables! Through to the final mystery labyrinth!
Yep, the end of the mystery labyrinth. The only thing is now is, honestly, I'm curious what our next case is gonna be, honestly. And down they go. The only thing is how do we get out of this one with how everything happened in the previous case? Because they knew who the culprit was that time with Amaterasu. So what happens now that we're done with the mystery labyrinth? That's the real question, I think. But we're definitely out of the mystery labyrinth now, so back to the real world we go. And actually, we get to see what really happens in real time this time. Because the thing is now we're officially with them at the actual, the riverbank. So I'm kind of curious, Helen, what we're going to see. But back to real world. Oh, down like a heart attack.
Father?
And down goes both the priest and the worshipper, with no external wounds and completely lifeless out of here.
Are you alright?
No, they're not alive at all.
What's going on? What happened to those two?
Big dead.
There's no pulse. They're dead!
Yep. Deader than a doornail.
Dead? What?
Although I don't know how this is going to help us here. But, well, yeah, they're dead.
What? What is this?
Yeah, Halara was not expecting that at all, for sure then.
I sure worked hard today. Feels so good to boom kill the murderer.
I don't know if this is gonna help us, Shinigami.
The mystery labyrinth crumbles when you reap the soul of the true culprit.
Yep, but we can't leave the mystery labyrinth, and we know that, because if you leave them, more killers appear, and the more mystery labyrinths there are, and the longer they're around, the worse it's gonna get. So, technically what we did was a good thing, because technically that mystery labyrinth was made when the priest made his first killing. So, as we could see, the mystery labyrinth did indeed become a way of creating another murderer being the worshipper later on. So, we have enough proof that it does do that, which is good information, because now we know for sure that those things are bad. And they do indeed create more killers. The only thing is now we gotta figure out how to get out of this.
Then, the cause of the mystery labyrinth's creation pays the price by vanishing with it.
Yep.
I knew this would happen, but it still hurts to see someone die before my eyes.
Well, they were really bad people, so honestly, they would have been killed by the Peacekeepers or by Death herself being the Shinigami here, because let's be honest here, I'm pretty sure Shinigami's more than just a death god. I think she's literally the Grim Reaper. So, technically, it's kind of her job to bring souls to the afterlife anyways, so technically, well, she did what she had to do, to be fair, so it's just that their lifespan was expunged earlier than it was originally intended to be, is what it's kind of my idea of how it works.
It's like I killed them myself.
Nah, this was all Shinigami.
No, I did kill them. I killed them with the ruthless blade of the truth.
Kind of.
There. Humans boom kill cows and pigs all the time and eat them. You don't feel bad about that, right?
Not really about the cow and pig thing, but I don't see it like that, to be fair. You see death in a different way, so I'm not gonna see it like you, because if I see it like you, anybody would look like a crazy person. I'm gonna be honest.
These were the souls of deranged murderers. At least you didn't eat them.
Fair, but I wouldn't do that in the first place.
If you look at it that way, there's nothing to feel bad about at all.
Huh.
It's not so simple when it comes to people dying.
But the thing is, like I said, they're serial killers, so it's not the same effect. If it was someone protecting themselves, it's a little bit different, because there's a way to get out of that in court if you were to take them to court. And the thing is they were protecting themselves, so they wouldn't be seen as an actual killer. It's just that, well, let's be honest here. These people would have died anyways in court. That's just how these things work when it comes to serial killers. They get put in the electric chair or something similar. And with the Peacekeepers, well, let's be honest, public execution would have happened anyways.
Did you people do this? Did you kill them with some kind of poison?
No.
Hey, hold on! I have no idea what's going on here!
Yeah, just play it like that, buddy.
Too much is happening all at once!
It really is.
We shall talk at headquarters. Follow me there immediately.
How about no on that one?
Is it just me, or are things more complicated now than before entering the mystery labyrinth?
They really are, honestly.
Oh, you want help? Are you going to rely on me again?
You can help here?
Oh, fine. I can't say no when you ask for help.
Wait, how are you gonna help us here? Wait, what?
Everyone!
I was not expecting this. Okay. Well, she possessed him for a second, I guess.
Ah! He came back to life!
I'm sorry. Yeah. Yakou's reaction caught me off guard. But, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. He did check his pulse and there was nothing there. Well, yeah, that's a way for that to go out, huh?
Sorry about that. You see, I'm actually the nail.
What?
Huh. How's this gonna work?
These are my final words, so I can't lie.
I guess so.
I'm the nail man. The worshipper laying there is just a copycat criminal. Search the church for the tools used in each crime. I'm sure you'll find plenty of evidence.
Huh. Interesting way to get us out of this one, but cool.
I'm lying. Go ahead and check it out. Thanks.
Interesting way to get us out of this, but it worked. Cool though. At least we don't have to worry about, getting, taken down for good. That's good.
But that was a super lazy confession. Will it work?
Maybe. Let's be honest here, the Peacekeepers are lazy. So maybe a lazy confession is all they need.
That should do it. We even have witnesses, so this case is closed.
True, there's witnesses here.
The priest mumbled something, but I couldn't quite hear him.
Well, open your ears there, Seth, because if you need a microphone or megaphone to get your voice out, nobody else should scream at you to get you to hear.
Anyway, everyone here will be taken to Amaterasu Corporation at once.
Yeah, sure. You couldn't hear it.
What?
Sorry there, bud, but that's stupid.
It wasn't effective at all.
Apparently not.
So stubborn. This is why I hate authority.
Well, I could see that. And not a lot of people do, to be fair.
What do we do?
Yeah, what do we do now, actually?
I hear something.
Huh? What now?
You hear something?
A motorbike. Something is heading this way at an alarming speed.
Alarming speed, you say?
It can't be.
It can't be what? He looks scared.
Where is that coming from?
Who is that?
No. What are you doing here?
Who are you?
Oh.
You dare speak so carelessly? Who do you think I am?
The hero who defends peace and order in Kanai Ward. Director of the Amaterasu Peacekeepers. The Honorable Yomi Hellsmile.
I was about to say that with how they were dressed, they look like high-ranking officials, but yeah, they definitely are.
Director?
But, Yomi Hellsmile, what a name. He definitely does have a hellish smile, I guess you could say.
So he is the head of the Peacekeepers.
Apparently so.
Now you know, small fry. Bow down.
How about no? How about no? But nice to meet you, Mr. Hellsmile. You definitely, you meet your name, that's for sure. Fair enough.
What are you doing here?
Wait, yeah, what are you doing here, honestly?
No need to be alarmed. Benevolent Director Yomi is here to help.
Okay. Yomi, what's going on?
Oh, excuse me for the late introduction. I am Vice Director of the Peacekeepers, Martina Electro.
Okay, so this is the leader and the vice leader. Huh. Well, nice to meet both of you. Is it bad that we're meeting you, or good? That's the real question. Because it looks like Seth's scared of you. Although I'm not really sure why he would.
She's my beloved right hand. No one else gets to have her.
Okay, you can keep her.
What's with him?
That's a good question.
Master, be careful. This Yomi guy is dangerous.
She seems really scared of him. That's a first. I've never seen you scared of anybody except for, like you said, ghosts. But you're a ghost right now, so I still don't understand your fear of ghosts, but you seem actually scared.
Huh?
I've never seen anyone emit such a dangerous aura before.
Dangerous aura?
He's that bad?
Yeah, I definitely would say that. His name definitely is pretty fitting for him, if that's the case.
So, what brings you here?
Yeah, what brings you here, directors?
Oh, right. I was so focused on my beloved right hand that I completely forgot.
Forgot what?
As mentioned earlier, Director Yomi is here to help.
Here to help? How exactly?
I hear you've been troubled by Seth's unreasonable treatment. Is that right?
Yeah. What about it?
Huh?
Huh?
Director Yomi, what is going on here?
Oh, it looks like, Seth might be getting in trouble here, actually.
Why am I...
Honestly, good thing for us. Get him out of here, please.
We have discovered you've been receiving sizable kickbacks for facilitating donations meant for the church.
Oh, interesting. Huh, so he's been taking donations that were meant for the church. That's interesting. Oh, good, get him out of here, please. Hey, we need him out of here, like, as quick as possible, so we don't have to worry about, anything else that could possibly happen.
We now know why you were so desperate to clean up all the Nailman killings.
Huh.
After all, it would be troublesome to lose access to all that money if the priest was arrested as the Nailman.
Really?
Wait, please. Director Yomi, I did this under your orders.
Under his orders? Really?
Did you say something? Because I didn't hear a thing.
Huh.
I hope
Really?
I did this because you ordered me to.
Okay. That's actually really interesting information here, actually. I want to relook at that, actually, real quick. Just to see it. Okay. So, how they're saying it is that they were supposed to get donations from the church. But the thing is if the priest is arrested for the case, they won't get that anymore, basically. Okay. Really? So, instead of arresting the priest for the Nailman, they're gonna arrest Seth for it instead. Honestly, I guess that's fine.
Seth, you make me sad. I'm the hero and defender of peace in this city. My peacekeepers are proud soldiers of that mission.
Highly doubt that.
And yet, you let yourself be corrupted. How could you?
Yeah, sure. He was corrupted. He said you were the one that gave him the order.
Seth, for the sake of the peacekeepers and the peace of Kanai Ward.
You are acting a little too much here, bud.
Die.
Wait, what?
Taking advantage of your position as a peacekeeper executive is a serious crime. The punishment must be severe.
Well, looks like Seth's going away for forever.
But...
I'm kinda sorry, Seth, but at the same time, I'm kinda not. Because you were gonna just kill us just because you could. So... bye-bye, Mr. Criminal. Oh, off he goes, I guess.
I'm annoyed my own underling would betray me like this.
What about Swank, then? Did Swank go through the same thing, then? I'm kind of curious about that. I think he's still kicking. But Seth is definitely... he's gone after this chapter. There's no way. They made it very, very obvious what's going to happen to him after this. But, yeah, we were kind of annoyed that he was doing that, but I didn't expect him to, you know, meet his fate, too, to be fair.
I'm so annoyed. I'd go insane if I didn't toy around with my beloved right hand.
Okay, go do that. Just leave us alone, please.
It's an honor.
He's terrible. Like a lizard cutting off its own tail to survive.
You could say that again. He definitely, literally did that. Just so he wouldn't be punished by... Well, he's the lead, so... I don't think he's the lead of Kanai Ward, though. We still don't know who that could possibly be. Since Materasu Corporation, we don't know anything about them other than their peacekeeper so far. But, yeah, in order to get away with what he was doing, just cut off the only person that could possibly know that he gave him the order. But technically now we know that he ordered him to do that, so... Surprised he's letting us get off the hook.
Someone like him is in charge of the Peacekeepers?
Yep. Definitely so.
Don't look him in the eyes. Don't talk to him either.
Yeah, just let him go, Yuma. Let's just leave him alone.
If possible, don't even breathe the same air as him. Though it's probably too late for that.
It definitely is there.
Well then.
So, what now, Mr. Yomi?
To our shit-for-brains friends playing detective. Looks like I have to give you a warning.
Fair enough. I'll take just a warning.
Know your place in my city and stay there. Follow the rules and don't disturb our peace.
Okay. We'll do that.
Or I'll need you to die.
Yes, Mr. Peacekeeper. Very peaceful of you. He's definitely freaky, I could definitely say that. Yeah, I can definitely agree with Shinigami, he's got a dangerous aura to him.
In this city, Director Yomi is both the law and the Peacekeepers itself.
Which, makes sense with them being the, like, you know, Materasu Corporation being fully control of this place.
Defying us means you defy law and order. You will receive fitting treatment for such behavior.
But you said we get a warning, so we should be fine here, right?
Before, you were insignificant specks of dust. But now that you've banded together, you've become an eyesore.
Fair enough, I guess. Just don't hurt us, please.
Detectives, my ass. Annoying little shits.
Says you. Wow.
Wow. That's not very nice.
Of all things to do, just spat on us like some weirdo. Thanks, man. That's, very peaceful of you.
Let's go, my beloved right hand.
Can we put him in a mystery labyrinth, please? I'd like to get rid of him, please. He seems like somebody that would be tied to a mystery labyrinth, if anything. He just seems like someone that's got a lot of dirt somewhere. The only thing is we don't have a case to follow that, you know, ties to him at all. But maybe there's one. You never know. We don't know how many chapters there is in this game, so honestly, he could possibly be a potential culprit. Would be good for us, honestly.
Yes, Director Yomi.
Oh, there they go. Yomi and Martina. Scary people, for sure.
Looks like we've been targeted by someone dangerous.
Extremely dangerous.
Yeah, thanks to you! One wrong move and it would have been all over. You got that?
Yeah, I believe that, yeah. I definitely do.
I'm sorry, but...
But we couldn't do anything about it.
No buts! None! How did this happen anyway?
Can we explain it now, or can we not? Because I don't know if Halara remembers being in the Mystery Labyrinth or not. Because, honestly, I don't know how it works.
Halara, help me out. Please explain what happened.
Can she?
You said you acknowledged me as a detective, didn't you?
What? When did I say that?
No. Well, that's not good. Okay, so when you leave and enter a mystery labyrinth, you lose all your memories. So no one remembers going into the mystery labyrinth. She does know that we have a forte, but that's about it.
Huh?
That's not good.
It's such a shame, Master. Everything that happens in the mystery labyrinth gets forgotten.
Why that part? Of all things, she should at least remember that I solved the case. At least.
What?
Well, that's not good for us.
Halara's memory must have been wiped after entering and leaving the labyrinth.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about, her knowing that we were the ones that caused the priest and the worshipper to fall over like that.
Nothing inside the mystery labyrinth can be taken into the real world. Not even memories.
Huh.
Unless you have a contract with yours truly, that is.
I guess so.
But I thought Halara and I had finally reached an understanding.
Kind of, but kind of not at the same time. She acknowledged us, but it wasn't to the point where we were gonna be friendly.
Memories from up until you enter the mystery labyrinth are retained, like the debt you owe for your assignment.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
That's awful.
That's terrible. I wish she forgot everything then, at that point.
Hey, Yuma? Are you listening? You better make sure this doesn't happen again.
Okay,
By
fair
the
enough.
way, Chief, our submarine office is tipping over. Are you sure the Peacekeepers didn't mess with it?
Wait, it's tipping over?
What? Seriously?
They probably did mess with it
I
then.
have to go back and repair it.
Or it could have, with how much rain was falling on it, too, to be fair.
Yuma, help me out. Follow me.
Okay, well, time to fix the submarine then. It is our
It
home.
was supposed to be time for you to reveal the solution, but we've ended up in quite the mess.
Can I at least give her my deduction?
Yeah.
This is my first time dealing with the true culprit dying before they could be accused.
Mm-hmm.
But I recall how you did your best to try and solve the case.
Which is good to hear.
Huh?
You should be proud.
Halara.
Look, the chief is calling for you. You should go.
Well,
Right.
thank you.
Thank you.
Do we still have to pay her? Or... Oh, she winked. Huh. But I don't think she remembered that. Anything with the Mystery Labyrinth, I doubt it. But it is pretty interesting, though, that she at least, acknowledged that we tried to solve the case, and we were pretty close at that. Although, sadly, we didn't get to, show our proof on why we believed who was the culprit and everything, because we never said anything about the worshipper to her or anybody in the real world. But down goes everybody there, though. Seth Burrows, the worshipper, the priest.
Are you serious?
A Peacekeeper executive was taking bribes from the church?
Apparently so. Of all things for him to be doing.
If Director Yomi said so, it would be considered the truth, even if it isn't.
It would definitely have to at this point.
What about the priest being the nail man?
Well, he was definitely it. It was literally the only person that could be it.
It's going to be publicly announced as the truth.
Which is good to hear.
It appears the priest's strong desire to save others turned him into the nail man.
What about the worshipper, though?
He saw people wishing for revenge as they hammered those nails in the forest, and decided he needed to save them. That was the motive, though it could all be a story made up by the Peacekeepers.
It looks like the truth is actually being printed, which is good. So, it can't be hidden up anymore because of the Mystery Labyrinth. That's good information. Okay.
So, what about the kitty cat criminal?
Not the kitty cat criminals, Fubuki. I know you're big dumb, but it's not the kitty cat criminal.
You mean the copycat?
Yeah, the copycat. That's better to hear.
That one was already publicized as well. They say the copycat did it out of admiration for the real nail man.
So they were able to put 2 and 2 together for the worshipper, which is good to hear as well.
And in the end, he felt so much guilt that he poisoned himself? None of this really makes any sense.
It doesn't, but at least it's something.
That sure didn't look like death by poison to me.
It didn't. It looked like an instant death, if anything. But, at least something happened out of that.
did it along with that detective kneeling in penitence over there.
Miss Shinigami.
It would make more
Nobody
sense
can hear
to
you.
assume Yomi killed them somehow.
It would make more sense, honestly, to be fair.
Especially when you consider the timing. He'd do it without batting an eye.
Which, I feel like is honestly really, really, really true. With how he seems to just like to do that just cause he can, from what we saw.
Yomi Hellsmile, the director of the Peacekeepers, the leader of our enemy.
The leader of our enemy, indeed, the Peacekeepers.
I heard he rode in on a dragon.
He definitely did not do that.
No, it was a motorcycle.
Which could be seen as a dragon to some people, if you lived in the era of no electricity and stuff like that. Yeah, I could see you seeing that as a dragon.
From what I've investigated, the Peacekeepers' influence is gaining ground at Amaterasu Corporation.
Which would make a lot of sense with them being the be-all and end-all of the, of basically police force or militarized police force here.
There's some sort of power struggle going on. Seems like they're getting their way internally.
Power struggle, you say?
I hear that their boss, Yomi, is extraordinarily dangerous.
Which he definitely is.
Extraordinary. So he is very normal? How scary.
Honestly, that's the smartest thing you've ever said, but that's not exactly how that's meant to be said, to be fair, but that is actually the smartest thing she's actually said up to this point.
It's only a matter of time until the Peacekeepers gain complete control of the corporation.
I feel like, yeah, at this point, but the thing is, I'm still curious about the leader, honestly, but who knows if we'll ever meet them.
When that happens, they might outright attack the World Detective Organization.
Maybe.
Perhaps the WDO made its move because they saw the warning signs.
Which is possible.
If that's the case, it could have something to do with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
No, I feel like that's something tied to the rain still. I feel like that's what that is. Because the thing is nobody knows how the rain is still dropping and all that. So I feel like that would be a pretty big secret to why that's still happening and why this place is as gloomy as it is. But, maybe. You never know.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret? We still know nothing about it, huh?
We really don't.
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the mailman incident. I wonder what it could be.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty confusing on what it could possibly be if it's not the rain.
Sheesh, so much to deal with. This sounds exhausting.
You didn't do anything, Desuhiko. You stood at the, didn't stand, but was sitting inside the restaurant of the Sun and Moon Hotel this entire time. Except when we finally came back after the fact of heading back to the submarine. But, honestly, you were pretty much, nowhere in this case.
Didn't I tell you that from the start?
You did, honestly.
We have to obey directives from number 1, no matter how difficult they are. Which
is fair. Since he is the top of everything in the leader, so gotta follow his orders to a T at this point.
Well, we got some very talented master detectives gathered here. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Which, I think we'll be fine. You okay there, Yakou?
So much. No, everything changes from now on.
It really does, with the fact that we have that warning.
Yuma, you can take a seat now.
Okay. I'm surprised we weren't sitting down, to be fair.
My legs feel numb.
Don't stick your neck out recklessly from now on, for everyone's sake. Got it?
Okay, fair enough. Still gonna do it, but got it.
Hey, you worked super hard. I'm so stressed, I could die.
How about you possess Yakou and make him say that we did everything in that case like you did with the dead priest there. But, doesn't look like she's gonna do that for us, sadly.
Oh wait, but I can't die.
Good to... which is good, I guess, but still.
Do We have a visitor? That's rare.
A visitor? Who the heck would be visiting us?
Yuma, can you go get it?
Sure.
Sure.
Said the same thing as Yuma. Who could it be, though? I'm not gonna go directly there, though, yet. Let's see what's going on around here. Visitor? Who could it be? Yuma, can you go get it?
Oh!
Oh, sure.
Master, you're like a little servant boy.
What about you, Desuhiko?
Oh.
Huh? Someone's here. Right. Maybe you should get the door. They might get fed up and go home. Maybe. What about you, Halara?
Hey.
A visitor. It could be the peacekeepers.
What do I do?
Oh, they may be after us after what happened today.
Yeah, be careful.
You're not going to help.
I don't work for cheap.
I could, but how much can you pay?
Right. Yeah, she'd make us pay her. What about Vivia here? How kind of you. I didn't think you could come and check on me, too. But you should probably check on the visitor instead. They might get mad and go home.
Yes.
Oh, right. Got it. What about Fubuki?
I see.
A visitor, could it be?
Maybe.
Do you have any idea who it is?
Perhaps it's the kitty cat you mentioned earlier.
Not kitty cat, copycat. Anyways, that guy already committed, Big Dead.
Oh, truly. My apologies. I do so often forget things.
Well, only one thing to do. Open the door and see who's behind it. Oh, it's the boy. Hey, buddy.
It's you.
It's good to see you again.
My dad is back safe at home. It's all thanks to you.
No problem, buddy. Just all in a good day's work.
Thank you for helping us.
No problem, bud.
No, I just... Well, I'm happy for you.
And honestly, I wasn't even sure if the kid's dad would be able to get out of the Peacekeepers after everything there, too, to be fair. I didn't think about that. But looks like he got home, which is good. That's very good information to hear.
Aw, look at you getting thanked. You were on your knees just a moment ago.
True. Getting yelled at, even though we literally solved the case, but we can't tell them the truth about the mystery labyrinth, sadly.
Be quiet.
Unless everyone makes a pact with Shinigami at some point, but I doubt that. I really doubt that.
Oh, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Ask me about what?
What is it?
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
Did someone else die or something?
Oh, the baseball? No, keep it, buddy. I don't need it.
Will you play catch with me?
Oh. I was not expecting that. Yeah, sure.
Huh? Catch? But it's raining.
It's always raining here, Yuma. Don't even question it.
Actually, sure. Let's play.
Yeah, I don't mind that. So the kid got to play ball and got his father back. Pretty cool little ending for our little buddy here. Another cutscene.
My memories still seem like faraway raindrops. My hands still have yet to grasp a single thing. I'm still lost. Is it all right for me to be here? But with the worn baseball gripped in my hand, my heart somehow feels lighter. Why I wanted to be a detective? It could have been for the sake of something so small that it fits in my hand. Maybe I should give myself credit for this small realization.
We really should, honestly.
So, for just a bit longer, I think I'll keep pretending to be a detective.
Pretending? You're not really pretending, but if you say so. Chapter 1, The Nailman Killings, has now officially come to a close. What a crazy chapter, though. I was not expecting 2 people, honestly. I really was not. But let's see our results, honestly. Deduction SS, Judgment SS, RDM SS, and Stamina, not bad. We got an S rank. Cool, I'll take it. I took a little bit of damage, so S rank, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Got 2 levels out of it, though. Not a lot, but that's not bad. But, what exactly made us, lose our points is what I'm curious about. I'm pretty sure, locked room recreation did some damage to us. But our danger dodges were pretty good. Other than that, reasoning deathmatch, the evasions actually saved us quite a lot. And the noise destruction helped us quite a bit too, which is good. So, we would have gotten a B, but we were able to save it for at least the deathmatch stuff. And it looks like the noise actually saves you too in other things as well. So, not too bad. Not too bad at all, honestly. Cool. Okay, honestly, pretty good points, honestly, out of everything. But, now the only thing is what's going to happen once we get into Chapter 2 of our adventure. That's the real question, because I don't think we're going to have another chapter like the prologue. I think we're going to be jumping into another mystery immediately, from here on out, for every chapter. So, kind of curious on what's going to happen in the next one. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep being spooky. And I'll see you all in Chapter 2. Since, let's be honest here, we're more than likely going to be heading straight into the next one. Kind of curious, though. Actually, you know what? Before we do leave, let's see if we can maybe get the name for it. Might show it. Nope, nothing. Okay. No way to tell what the next chapter is going to be called. But with that being said, thank you all for watching, and peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.